like it was only 4 chapters. That's rather strange. But, whatever.
Dear Esther,
Hang on. Okay.
I've lost track of how long I've been here and how many visits I have made overall. Certainly the landmarks are now so familiar to me that I have to remind myself to actually see the forms and shapes in front of me. I could stumble blind across these rocks, the edges of these precipices, without fear of missing my step and plummeting down to sea. Besides, I've always considered that if one is to fall, it is critical to keep one's eyes firmly open.
It was a little creepy. Okay, the flashlight is automatic. And we can zoom. Too small for me to read. Creepy house sounds. The stairway's broken, so we can't go up, and I couldn't jump. So, whatever. Whoa! Jesus Christ. Scared the piss out of me. Not a thing. Besides lots of paint, it looked like. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, the pathway is broken. But I still made it. Screw you, nature. Screw you.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later.
What?
The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
That's a shame. I'm assuming that cave is the cave he's talking about. Uh-oh. Can I get across this time? No. Ouch. Well, hopefully there's another way. There's a red light. Lobster cage, it looked like. Lots of lobster cages. So this is a walking simulator.
Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
a stairway over there, but I want to see if there's anything over here. I wonder if I can see that symbol from above. Most likely. I don't know what it means. Might be a sailor thing. HD, what is up? I have no idea what the stream quality is like, because I'm back on PC right now. What is up?
I have found the ship's manifest, crumpled and waterlogged under a stash of paint cans. It tells me that along with this present cargo, there was a large quantity of antacid yogurt bound for the European market. It must have washed out to sea. God knows there are no longer gulls or goats here to eat it.
I want some yogurt. Okay, it looks like we gotta go back to the stairs, because this looks like a dead end. Yep. Lots of trash and unwanted items, it looks like. So I guess we're going back to the stairs. How are you doing this evening, HD? My voice is really low. That should be better. I turned down the game itself. Should be better now. Whoops. I had chat blocked. Okay, we're back. Going back to the stairs because that was a dead end. Walking super slow, can't do anything about it. Scary wind sounds. I don't know if this is actually meant to be a horror game. It's just like a listen to the story and as you walk type of game. Been having a really bad day. That sucks. Like not feeling well or just a crappy, no good, very bad day? Two-dimensional barbed wire. Classy.
A wonderful sight. The moon cresting the junction between the cliff path and the stone circle. It cast a shadow of the ridge across the beach, all the world as if you had signed your name in untidy handwriting.
I don't see a moon, but I'll take this guy's word for it. I wonder what that red light is. Is this stuttering a lot? How's the quality of the stream? Because I don't know, it seems fine for me. I just don't want to have a crappy stream.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they
sucks.
gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid, or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
I suppose not. You can't see the symbol from up here, but it's really small. Do you have a lot of pictures and stuff that maybe, I don't know, anything you've posted on Facebook can be, like, retrieved as far as pictures and stuff, but things like music and other things, videos, unless you posted them out elsewhere, you won't be able to recover it again. That sucks.
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead.
I didn't know you were writing a book.
The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Looks like a graveyard up there. What type of book were you writing? Oh, for a few years? Yikes. You must have lost quite a bit of information then. There's that cave I was looking at earlier.
Dear Esther, I met Paul.
Paul.
I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
So he died, or? Alright, there should be a hole in the mountain over there from when I was looking at. I think it was straight across. Hold on, let's go into the cave. See what happens. It's a lighthouse where I started.
I would leave you presents outside your retreat, in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I've run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
Looks like some sort of tree. Okay, that's definitely chemistry of some type. Some sort of equation. I just have a slight feeling that this is a jump scare game and I'm gonna be terrified. I certainly hope not. I told Grundig I was going live, but I haven't seen him yet. Birdie! This was the only other path I saw, so I took it. Now it doesn't even look like a path.
He still maintains he wasn't drunk, but tired. I can't make the judgment or the distinction anymore. I was drunk when I landed here, and tired too. I walked up the cliff path in near darkness and camped in the bay where the trawler lies beached. It was only at dawn that I saw the bothy and decided to make my temporary lodgings there. I was expecting just the aerial and a transmitter stashed in a weatherproof box somewhere on the mount. It had an air of uneasy permanence to it. Like all the other buildings here, erosion seems to have evaded it completely.
Yeah, the music is drowning out. I want to make that headphones anyway, but can't turn down the music without also turning down the dialogue. Well, shit. I guess we'll just have to make do. This is a graveyard? Oh god. No spooky, scary skeletons, please. What? Looks like a Bible, but I don't think you can pick stuff up. At least I haven't been able to. More chemistry equations. Anything else I should be noticing? That's probably my favorite emote. The awesome emote, I guess, is what it's referred to it on the internet. Alright, fine, we'll find a path. Jeez. As I tiptoe through this game. It's like a depression game. I'll just like look down the whole time. Sad. Played too many scary games in my life. I'm way too paranoid for this game. Where's my flashlight now? Scary, scary stuff. I just blindly jump down this, trusting the game. YOLO. Oh wow, transition. Scary. You refuse to play scary games? They're not so bad. They're not the... I think they're fun. Some of them. Like
Dear
PT,
Esther,
super
I have
fun.
now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence.
You'd think.
It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
What is down there? Oh, boats. Wrecked boats. Were you able to download PT before it went off the market? Oh, you have heart problem. Oh, that sucks. Because according to Grundig, there's people selling their PS4s with PT downloaded for like $1,000. So, because you can't get on the marketplace anymore. Because evidently the game got scrapped, at least for now. You did just because? Right on. Thinking I could sell it for $1,000 and then just get another PS4 with the money plus have extras, so. There's, oh okay, I thought there was 2 boats, but it's only one there and then one over there. What happened with Floppy Bird? Is that no longer
An
a
imagined answer phone message. The tires are flat, the wheel spins loosely, and the brake fluid has run like ink over this map, staining the landmarks and rendering the coastline mute, compromised. Where you saw galaxies, I saw only bruises cut into the cliff by my lack of sobriety.
The brake lines are running all over this map? Like the fluid? I don't know what this guy is talking about. I think he's drunk. A friend of mine created a Flappy Bird variation. It's basically his website logo that you have flying across. Game, same concept with as far as physics and whatnot. Wow, that's cool. I never played it on the phone. I only played it on whatever website that was. Can't pick anything up, so I don't even know why I'm looking. It better have been the boat, not something growling at me. Yeah, it's the boat. At least I'm pretending it was the boat. In the reviews for this game, people were just talking about how it was a storybook that you just walk through. A walking simulator while listening to a story, so I don't think there's any jump scares. Hello? Flashlight, please? No? Okay. Flashlight's been kicking on automatically when I enter a dark place. Thought for sure it would do it there. What? Oh. Maybe if we wait a little longer, we could sell PS4 for $2,000. And then we can get a nice computer.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Oh, a boxing match, I'm assuming? I don't know who those people are, so. Boxing match or MMO or something. That's what I'm going to assume. I'm not really into sports, so I couldn't. Those are my best guesses. Oh,
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital.
Ew.
After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic. Your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
That's... I don't want to hear about your huge kidney stones, dude. Wow. I didn't realize the fence started. look in the hole.
When I
Okay.
first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
Oh crap. I don't want to fall in the hole. Okay. We're safe. Unless the Kraken's gonna come out and get me. I don't see that happening though. Oh, hello. It's either a huge, ominous rectangle, or it's just a shack. Let's pray it's just a shack. A nice, cozy. Whoa.
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft, and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Whoa, no voices. Don't do that to me. I'm alone here. I officially hate this music. When I got the game, I also got the soundtrack, but after hearing that, I probably will never listen to it. That was... No. Stop. Disembodied voices are creeping me out. Okay, and before there's an axe
The bothy
murderer in
was
the house.
constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jacobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it.
Huh, that's gotta
There's no one
suck.
to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
What? Oh. More chemistry? No, that just looks like scribbles of a madman. Like something was blinking at me. But it was just the foliage. I have an invisible orchestra following me. Violins, cellos, piano. Go away. Leave me be.
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary, the bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes. Donnelly's book, stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and
Looks
make
like
an
an
aerial of
ultrasound
my
photo.
own.
Is it a boy or a girl? Too early to tell. Ooh, that book has a person on it. I get the feeling that there's always somebody watching me. It's that Minecraft feeling. Oh! Piss off, bird. It's the second time that damn bird has got me. Oh, hello. I can't tell what that's supposed to be. Okay, I can't go that way. Let's follow the path. Wait. Did I overlook a cave? Can I even get over there? 1 second. Get off me, fence. Yeah, I can't walk up that. Yeah. Oh well. We'll probably get to it eventually. I was gonna play some music, but I was too lazy to wait and download to Spotify, so I was like, maybe next time. Is this still a path?
Jakobsen's ribcage, they told Donnelly, was deformed, the result of some birth defect or perhaps a traumatic injury as a child. Brittle and overblown it was, and desperately light. Perhaps it was this that finally did for him, unable to contain the shattering of his heart. In half-light, his skeleton a discarded prop, a false and calcified seabird.
That was graphic. I have no idea how long this game is.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot. But he is proving an unreliable witness.
I thought we were going to see a weird body. It was anticlimactic. Oh well. I don't think this is that type of game anyway. Still, I'm being cautious either way. Oh no, a cave. Whistling. I don't like whistling.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
So my leg is broken, or I'm just listening to someone bitch about their leg? Still not exactly sure what's going on. I'm not sure if the man is speaking is actually me. It's just a rock. Keep walking. Oh god. Evil Mr. Hyde, go down the hole. Oh, please don't crash, game. Please don't crash. Don't do this to me. Okay, I think we're dead.
Did Jakobsen crawl this far? Can I identify the scratches his nails ruined into the rocks? Am I following him cell for cell, inch for inch? Why did he turn back on himself and not carry through to the ascent?
It wouldn't let me move. Suddenly, it's Avatar. With candles. I don't know if you're familiar with Skyrim, but yeah, those weird looking elf things that, yeah, they're gonna get me. I need a bow and arrow. I wanna go up there. I want a shiny rock. Maybe it's Breaking Bad. That's the blue meth from Breaking Bad. What? Oh. I don't know if that constitutes the same window or wall paintings as before. Maybe it does. Why did I shrink? Oh, I crouched. Another automatic thing in the game, apparently. I'm exploring here before I go down that pathway.
It was as if someone had taken the car and shaken it like a cocktail. The glove compartment had been opened and emptied with the ashtrays and the boot. It made for a crumpled museum, a shattered exhibition.
The drawings of a madman everywhere. It no longer looks like chemistry. Okay, that one does. That one looks somewhat like chemistry equation. Those are starting to get far and few between. I don't know what language or what these are supposed to mean, but carry on. Thought I heard whispering. Ah, this is somewhat pretty, I guess. There's no pathway around, so clearly it wants me to jump in. So, 1, 2, 3, go! No transition. Oh, okay. Only one doorway, or path, whatever you want to call it. As long as I keep seeing wall paintings, I think I'm going the right way. Must be wearing some sort of cleats, because I don't know how I would get traction. How else I would get traction, I mean. Slippery. Okay, if we keep going, we're gonna find Fraggle Rock. I'm gonna slip and break my neck. Well, that's the same place as before, isn't it? So we would just fall back and have to climb up the thing again. Is that blood? Please don't be blood. And I'm supposed to believe that a candle's been here for like a long time. Lit. But not completely gone. That's something recent. Don't give me that Skyrim crap. Wow. A chamber's been locked for centuries, but there's lit candles. I'm starting to get claustrophobic. Auto crouch. 2-dimensional mushrooms. Doom style. For an indie game, this isn't too terribly looking. Too claustrophobic for me, though. It's time for Fraggle Rock.
I am traveling through my own body, following the line of infection from the shattered femur towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon and the Ariel shining to me through the rocks.
I don't know what he's talking about, unless he means that. But we keep going. I'm not sure which way to turn up here, though. I'm not sure. I think that one just leads down to the water. God, excuse me. No items or anything? No dialogue? Anything? I'm about to turn around and go the other place. And dead end. Yeah, the water moves me. Oh, it's like a few inches. music's starting to sound more and more like Halo. Okay, now we'll just go up, because more chemistry. More claustrophobia. Empty paint can. I'm sorry. Really, really sorry. Okay. You say so, bro. Aliens. I thought they were glistening at me.
This is a drowned man's face, reflected in the moonlit waters. It can only be a dead shepherd who has come to drunk drive you home.
Whoa. That's a long way up. Okay, if those are supposed to represent people, I think it's missing one. I think I had 6 before at the top. Can we go in the water? We can. Is there anything in here though? Nope. I don't think we're going to. More blood. It looks like, possibly. Or it could just be shadow. I don't know. Oh, here we go. More magical candles. What does this say? Behold, Damascus fallen, or is fallen. Starting to get creeped out. Acts on 20. I don't know. It's supposed to be a Bible verse. I don't know what this means. Damascus. Something. Damascus is fallen. Somebody's not too fond of Damascus. Away from being a city, I think. I don't know. And it shall be Fungus Keep. And it shall be Fungus Keep. Okay. I think this is Keep. Or Fungus Heap. I don't know. Yeah, it is getting weird. Ew. And snot hanging from the ceiling. Snot that disappears as you walk away from it. Whatever. Whatever. I gotta get a pair of these shoes because they are not slipping at all. Where's a product placement? I don't want to get my shoes wet. I even swim slow, go figure. I don't know what that symbol means. This dude hasn't talked in a while. I think he's creeped out too. Acts 22. What's Acts 22? Well, I mean, it's a Bible verse, I'm assuming, but I'm not familiar with it. What? Is that a bathtub under the water? That's just silly. Oh, it's a hospital bed, I think. Yeah, this game got really weird. Let's read the sign. And before it says something about Damascus. Nope. Something about a docks. Portishead, that's what? Oh, Portishead. Okay, I was gonna say, because Portishead is actually a band with like really weird music. I mean, not bad music, just weird. I'm gonna be honest here, I don't know where to go. I'm just gonna follow the road. But I'm gonna read all the signs I can. That says nothing. Okay. Fair enough. It's like an underwater Silent Hill, I think. Let's hope not. What? Let's just get out of this freaky water. There's definitely something glowing in there. Come on. Probably, nope, can't even get to it. Oh, it's just a mushroom anyway. Okay. Fair enough. I thought this was gonna be a happy story. Or at least like tragic, heartwarming story, maybe? I don't know. Whoa! That rock is totally a skull there. That one too. Let me guess, I can't get back up now. Okay, now it looks like a gross orifice. I want to walk away from it. No! Fade to black. Don't crash, please don't crash. Please. Don't do this to me, game. What? Oh. Looked like an eye looking at me. I stop being so paranoid. This is a peaceful game. hopefully. There's the moon. Music starts right when I notice that candle. That was creepy.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place.
Scary-ish.
We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
And who let the dogs out? Another question. So many unanswered questions. God, what is going on with this world? I'm hearing weird sound. Get off my back. Go away. Oh yeah, we're totally going over there. That looks like a sacrifice area, so we're not going there yet. Going over here first. Looks less lethal. Well, that was pointless. I had a similar problem, HD. It kind of sucked. I was without my laptop because the hard drive got corrupt and it was awful. Had nothing for about 6 months besides a smartphone. And that was terrible. Nobody donates to me. I admire your enthusiasm, though.
Of fire and soil,
What?
I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceiling.
Yeah, it was last year. The laptop I have now I got in January of this year, so I haven't had it for too long. I can't get up there to those caves. So I guess we're going this way. More into a dark cave. No, I think this is a dead end. I'm pretty sure I can't... What? I can't crouch to see the picture. Looks like a lady with a walking stick. More chemistry. Don't make me go all the way over there. No jump scare, please. Okay. Hey Grundig, what is Axe 22? You might know since you're... Hey, the thing, I can see it. This game was showing me, or telling me about Acts 22, but I don't know what that Bible verse is, so I was curious. Praise. Don't praise the sun. Praise the car door and tires and an axle. Praise car parts. Is that a sailboat? I don't know what that is. But we're getting out of here.
Hall by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
Wait, what does that say? Around something. It's too extensive for chat? Okay. Oh, you finished Never Alone in Knack? Nice. I don't know what Knack is, but Forever Alone, or Never Alone, is awesome. A light from the heaven, I think, shone around something. Him, I think. Him, ... A light from heaven shone around him. Questioning scripture? Huh. I guess that would make sense. Big candle. Should I jump down there? Because the fence broke. Let's do it. Are those parts of birds or something? Okay, nothing's over here. You didn't realize the game had religious elements? I just got this in a humble bundle with like 15 other ones or something like that.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
We gotta mail the letters. Uh-oh. Just like Binding of Isaac? I don't know. Oh, there's a woman in the Bible, okay. Oh, I think that's the way to those caves over there. I couldn't get before. Is Esther a nice lady? Because I'm afraid of jump scares. On a sudden, light from heaven shined around him, and he fell to the ground. Sounds like the devil to me. Bird eggs, let's make an omelet. There's a funny omelet quote. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a funny omelet quote in the new Avengers movie. It's pretty good. I think that's a dead end. Pretty sure. Yeah. More walking. So how you doing, Grun and HD? Besides the computer thing, of course. I have a feeling something creepy is gonna happen up at the...
A sound of torn metal, teeth running over the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal. As I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
Alright. I don't know if the game does either, but it's starting to get weird. So, just being cautious. Cautiously optimistic. HD, the babysitter. I babysit my nieces from time to time.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation.
Well, that's cool.
When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle.
On his journey.
When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
I want to get up higher so I can see if I can read the last word. Oh, come on. Do I really have to walk around? I guess you can't. Alright, whatever. Oh, we'll just go to the candle. Just to say we did it. Very slowly. Yay, progress. Which Grand Theft Auto do you mean? Grand Theft Auto 5 or a previous one? Because you could always try a G2A. I don't think that is supposed to be legible. I'm too short to read that. And was come near to play. I can't read it. Red was doing a $20 gift card. Nice. Wait a minute. That reminds me. Hang on. You said Red, right? Or are you Red? Who did one? Because I was lurking in his chat and I was wondering if I won.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to read that, but I can't really make it out. What I need crates for? Like before I left for that trip, I won, what was it? Don't Starve Together Frontier Pack. And he didn't give it to me. So I just wanted to make sure that he stayed good on his giveaway. said he hasn't been feeling well, so he
Bent
hadn't
back
gotten to
like
it
a
yet.
nail, like a hangnail, like a drowning man clung onto the wheel, drunk and spiraled, washed onto the lost shore under a moon as fractured as a shattered wing. We cleave, we are flight and suspended, these wretched painkillers, this form inconstant. I will take flight. I will take flight.
That's crazy. You can see a small candle on the dock down there. And this dude is painting on cliffside. Oh, I got it from him last night. We're good. I actually have a copy to give away because the Frontier Pack gave me the game plus another game to give to a friend. So, and I know you have it, and Jen. So I have a giveaway copy. Yay! Pretty sure you win the HD. Oh, you'll be right back. That's cool. But either way, yeah, I have a copy to give away. We might just do it tonight's stream, just for the hell of it. I thought HD had it. Oh, see? You have it, otherwise I would have given it to you. Because I could have swore you played a Jet, didn't you? Or maybe I'm just remembering a conversation about how you wanted to or something. Okay, we're getting closer. I think the game's almost over.
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago.
Okay.
He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
Okay, it's getting really windy, and this dude is getting really aggressive. We're getting closer to that thing, so. Or what? Came into? I don't know what you're saying, bro. You're drunk. Damascus. The sound in this game is so good. It actually sounds like a chain link fence. Okay. If I see Slender Man or something up here, like randomly, I'll probably scream like
I am the Ariel. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star.
Alright, Air Chief. Nobody's stopping you. Peek. Okay, I don't see any creepers.
Dear Esther,
Uh-oh.
I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island.
Oh god.
Who was Jakobsen? Who
It's
remembers
Jacobson,
him?
you jackass.
Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember
I'm not
me.
controlling this, guys, just so you know.
I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an Ariel, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
yeah, this was a suicide simulator. Okay. This is a sad ending. Oh, he really did paint all over the side of that mountain. Wow. Oh, he's a bird. All of a sudden, he's a bird. GG. That was pretty fun while it lasted, assuming I made it. Spoiler alert, I was a bird the whole time. Apparently I completed the game, or I don't know what's going on. I turned into a bird, I think. Started flying around.
Come back.
Uh-oh. Now it's the scary stuff. Or credits. One of the two. This is awkward. I don't know what's supposed to happen here. Guys, I don't know what's going on. It's just black for me. But yeah, I guess. 1 second. That screen is supposed to have chat, by the way. I don't know why it's not there. I might just have to pick a new game. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I guess it's supposed to be over, but it's not doing anything. Yes, I guess. When you start a game, it only shows you these 4 chapters. And yeah, I've already completed all of them because I recognize that. And this. And yeah. So, I'm guessing I beat the game. So I have to find a new one to play. So I'm going to end this one, I guess, and open up Steam. I don't know. I want to play Machine for Pigs, but I don't know. I don't even know if I can capture that and run it, stream it all at the same time. Home, I can on PS4, I guess. Which means I'll have to end the stream and then start it back up with that. Because I gotta put in the Awesome Bits credentials. Let me see about doing that. I'll just end the stream if you guys want to hang out for a little bit. If you guys are okay with that. We'll give home a try. I'm just gonna end the stream and then do that.